If the Trump administration couldn't get any slimier, or if you thought the Trump administration couldn't get any slimier, well, you're in for a treat, because it turns out that the administration is apparently attempting to take over $90 million in revenue from our national parks and redirect that money to Trump's 4th of July celebration. Okay, I have no problem with the White House engaging in 4th of July celebrations. I welcome it. 4th of July is lit and people should have a good time. Redirecting money from our national parks, which at this point might be the only thing our government is doing right, for a 4th of July celebration to the tune of $90 million should enrage all of us. Our national parks, our state parks, our parks, period, best part of the country, enjoyed by all Americans, right, left, young, old, doesn't matter. Our national parks make me love this country even more. Okay, the idea of denying them $90 million, redirecting $90 million for a single 4th of July celebration is infuriating. But according to internal agency documents reviewed by the Washington Post, the Trump administration is diverting at least 90 million from entry fees to national parks such as Yellowstone and Yosemite to DC to fund a $1.6 million fireworks display, more than 5 times as much as what is usually spent on the 4th of July pyrotechnics display. Why is that? What's up with the inflation of costs there? Is someone pocketing some of that money? Really, you're gonna spend $1.6 million on fireworks? On fireworks. Dude, head over to Tijuana. Okay, you can probably get the same amount of fireworks for like $50. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, there's more though. So again, more than 5 times as much as what is usually spent on the 4th of July pyrotechnics display, and $76 million to repair fountains. Fountains. Trump is such a bitch. And I mean that. I mean that in the actual literal definition of the word. Okay, like I've never met or seen a president who is so obsessed with interior design and freaking fountains. $76 million for fountains. So roughly 100 national parks, representing a quarter of all of our national parks, do in fact collect entry fees. As they should, because most of that money is actually used to maintain the national parks and pay for the operations. So yeah, they collect a fee. The fee itself is not that expensive, but when you consider how many people visit our national parks, that money adds up. At least 20% though does go to a general fund that can go to expenses across the park system. So as of last month, at least $105 million in park fee revenue had been approved specifically for the DC area. Why? Oh, because Trump wants fancier fountains. Only 27 million approved for all other purposes nationwide. So they might not even get that, by the way. And according to a person familiar with the matter who spoke to the Washington Post on condition of anonymity, they say that agency leadership told park superintendents in one region of the country in April that fee money would no longer be available to them because DC needed the funding due to budget constraints. Those officials offered no details on how the money would be spent. Okay, a note that senior agency officials sent to staff in April also said that parks should not expect any money from a contingency fund to cover unforeseen costs in order to cover the cost of the nation's 250th anniversary and DC beautification. So why don't we get granular here? Why don't we take a look at exactly what the Trump administration is spending that money on, right? They're denying our national park system of $90 million that they themselves collected in park entrance fees. Okay, what is he gonna use the money for? We already know he's gonna spend close to $2 million on freaking fireworks, but there's more than that. So let's take a look at this graph. So this graph, or this map, I should say, is from the Post, and it actually outlines the various renovations or beautifications that the Trump administration is carrying out, specifically in DC, mostly for the US's 250th birthday. So this includes $13 million on repairs for Lafayette Square fountain in front of the White House. $13 million to repair one or renovate one fountain. $5.7 million for the Simone Bolivar Memorial Fountain in front of the Interior Department. It costs $5.7 million, really? Come on, $47 million on other unnamed fountains on the National Mall, and $9.2 million to resurface the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. Just leave our national parks alone, please. Is there anything the federal government won't F up? I'm serious. Don't deny them the money they need for their operations and park maintenance so you can renovate freaking fountains.
Starting something new is terrifying. When we launched our Shop TYT store, I was drowning in what ifs. What if no one buys anything? What if the site looks amateurish? I almost talked myself out of it, but I took the leap anyway, and I'm glad I did, because Shopify made it incredibly easy to turn those what ifs into real sales. Shopify is the commerce platform powering millions of businesses globally. Get a load of this, it handles 10% of all US e-commerce. That's amazing. It's behind brands like Allbirds, Gymshark, and yep, our very own Shop TYT. They give you one all-in-one dashboard for inventory, payments, and analytics, so you're not juggling 10 different logins. Need product descriptions? Shopify's AI tools crank out copy and even polish your photos, and mine needs polishing. And if you get stuck, their 24/7 support team has your back. So if you got an idea for a business or a side hustle, stop what-ifing. It's time to turn those what-ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/TYT. Go to shopify.com/TYT. That's shopify.com/TYT. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.